Hello students, welcome back. In the last session we have discussed wrapper classes in Java. In today's session we will discuss abstract method and classes. So let's start. We already know how classes and methods are declared in Java. But classes and methods can be declared as abstract. So abstract keyword can be used before a class or a method to declare a class or a method as abstract. An abstract class is a class that is declared abstract. So abstract class, it is a class which is declared with the keyword abstract. Now abstract class, it may or may not include abstract method. So abstract class may include or even may not include abstract methods. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated. This is important. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated simply means we cannot create an object of abstract class, but they can be subclassed, meaning we can inherit the abstract class. Another class can inherit the abstract class, but we cannot create an object of abstract class. Okay, so important thing about abstract class, it may or may not include abstract method. Secondly, we cannot create an object of abstract class, and third, abstract class can be subclassed. In case of abstract method, is a method that is declared without implementation. So abstract method is a method without flower brackets, you can say, or braces, or it do not have the body element. So it is without braces and followed by a semicolon. So abstract method is a method without body, or it do not contain an implementation. Look at this example. Here an abstract method has been declared. So whenever you declare an abstract method, you need to add an abstract keyword. So abstract, return type, name of the method, and the parameter list, and you can see the method definition has been terminated by a semicolon. So there is no flower bracket open and flower bracket close here. So there is no implementation for the abstract method, remember. Okay, if a class includes abstract method, if your class contains one or more abstract method, then the class itself must be declared as abstract. If a class includes even one abstract method, the class itself must be declared as abstract. Okay, this is let us look at an example down here. To declare an abstract class, we can declare an abstract class like this. Access specifier, the keyword abstract class graphics object. To declare a class as an abstract, you have to use a keyword abstract before the class keyword, and it can include the fields. The class can include the fields. It can have non-abstract method, it can have abstract method inside the body of a class. So abstract class may or may not include abstract method. It may also include the other method, instance methods and all. When an abstract class is subclassed, that means when we inherit an abstract class, the subclass, that is the one which inherits the abstract class, usually provides implementation for all the abstract methods in its parent class. That means if some class is inheriting abstract class, then that class should provide implementation, or you can say body, for all the methods from the abstract class. If your abstract class includes one or two methods, then the class which is inheriting the abstract class should provide the body for all the abstract methods which have been declared in the abstract class. If it does not, if the subclass is not providing implementation for abstract methods in the superclass, then the subclass must also be declared abstract. In that case, even the subclass has to be declared as abstract, remember. So this is also important about abstract class. If some class is inheriting an abstract class, then the class which is inheriting the abstract class should provide body for all the methods which have been defined in the superclass. That is, you can say the subclass should override the methods which have been defined in the superclass. And if the subclass is not overriding or not providing the body for the methods, abstract methods in the superclass, then even the subclass has to be declared as abstract. Okay, let us look at one example on abstract class, how we can declare and use abstract class. So look at this example. Abstract keyword, class, and name of the class is language. Now if you look at this declaration, before the class keyword we have one more keyword, that is abstract keyword, and whenever you create an abstract class, it should be declared as abstract. Then inside the flower bracket we have a method, you can see public void display. So this abstract class language contains only one method, the method is display. And if you look at the method display is not declared as abstract. As per the definition, abstract class may or may not include abstract methods. It is not compulsory that an abstract class should have an abstract method, but the reverse is not true. If a class contains an abstract method, then the class has to be declared as abstract. But if a class is declared as abstract, then it is not compulsory to have an abstract method inside the class. And as per that, this particular class is not having any abstract method, but the class is declared as abstract. Okay, then we have one more class main class, and this main class is extending the abstract class language, means it is inheriting class language. And this is required because if I want to use the display method of abstract class language, I cannot create an object of this language class. I cannot create an object of language class because language class is declared as abstract. Then how I can access the methods of language class? The methods can be accessed by inheriting the language class. So class main extends language. Then public static void main, when a particular class is extended, all the properties of that class are also properties of the subclass which is extending the class. So main class is having all the properties now, that is the method display, it is part of the class main as well. Then public static void main, inside the main, what we have done, we have first created an object of main class. See, we are creating an object of main class, not the language class, because language class is abstract, we cannot create an object. So main class object we have created, and using the main class object, that is obj, we are accessing a display method. Now display method, it is not part of main class, it is part of language class, but we have accessed it by using the object of main class, and this is possible because main class is inheriting the language class. Okay, so this is how an abstract class can be declared in Java, and it can also be inherited by the other class, and the other class can access the properties of abstract class by using the object of its own class. Okay, so this is how abstract class can be declared. Okay, let us look at one more example now. This example is about abstract method, how abstract method can be declared. Okay, we have an abstract class here again, abstract class animal, and inside this class we have a method that is make sound method, and if you look at this, the return type is void, and this method is declared as abstract. So make sound method is abstract, and as it is abstract, there is no body for the method. You can see the method is terminated by semicolon. So abstract methods do not have body, whereas in case of, we have one more method here, the method eat. If you look at the method eat, we have body for it, means we have flower bracket open, flower bracket close, and we have some code inside it. So this is called as body of a method. This is a body of a method. So instance methods do have a body, but abstract method do not have a body. Abstract methods are always terminated by a semicolon. In case of this method, if you can see, there is no semicolon at the end, because this is not an abstract method. Okay, so this is the difference between a regular method and an abstract method, remember. And if suppose if I remove this abstract keyword from the class, then this class declaration may be wrong, because as per the definition, if any class includes even one, at least one abstract method, like here we have make sound, at least one abstract method, then the class has to be declared as abstract. So this class has to be abstract. We cannot declare it as a regular class. We have to declare it as an abstract class because it includes abstract method. Okay, so we have a class animal, contains two methods, one abstract method and one instance method. Then we have one more class, class dog. Class dog, it is inheriting animal, that is our abstract class animal. As it is inheriting animal, it will have both the methods make sound and eat in the subclass, that is dog. And as per the definition, if a class is inheriting the abstract class, the subclass, here the subclass is dog, the subclass should provide body for all the abstract methods in the superclass. So superclass, here it is animal, and there is only one abstract method in the animal. So our dog class should provide body for the method make sound, and that is the reason we have again redeclared make sound here. Public void make sound means this make sound, which is the part of animal, that is redefined here in the subclass. You can say it has been overridden in the subclass, and we are providing body for it now. You can see there is flower bracket open and close in the subclass, and we have some statements. So the subclass should provide body for all the abstract methods of parent class. And if the subclass is not providing the body, suppose if the dog is not providing the body for the abstract method make sound, then even the dog has to be declared as abstract. Even this class has to be declared as abstract. But in this case, the dog is providing body for make sound. Okay, then we have one more class, class main, that is public static void. Inside the public static void main, we have created an object of class dog. T1 is equals to new dog, because we cannot create an object of animal because it is abstract. We have created an object of dog class, and then by creating an object of dog class, that is D1, we can access the method make sound, and even the method eat can be accessed by using the object of the subclass dog. Okay, so this example simply explains how an abstract method can be declared, and how a class can inherit an abstract class, and how it can provide body for the abstract method. Okay, so this is about the abstract class and the abstract method. So abstract class simply means a class which is declared with a keyword abstract, and the class may or may not include abstract methods. Whereas abstract method simply means a method which is declared with a keyword abstract and the method do not have the implementation. It is terminated by a semicolon. Okay, so that's it about abstract class and abstract method. We will stop here today. Thank you.